I just met with the UN yesterday because the UN have got a program called social inclusion, which focuses on creating societies and promoting societies that are more inclusive. So starting from policy to so many other stuff. How much of public spaces are accommodating to disabled people? What programs, what policies are there to allow or to support or created because and for the people that are disabled? So there's these very interesting issues that the UN under this social inclusion program are working with, and I was learning about that yesterday, and I find that to be very important because I'm working on a project on economic inequality, and you realize that once a certain group of people are not allowed or excluded from certain spaces, certain opportunities, what could be a social issue becomes also an economic issue. An economic issue becomes even a political issue. And once these things multiply and become bigger, the whole country becomes chaotic. Dandora City has been my dream city from the time that I met Julian, I met artists and FIA, the Kenyan chapter. When I got here, and it's very inspiring, very challenging, and motivating to see that young people have decided that their stories can only and will only be told by them. They say if language is not correct, then what is said is not what is meant. They're producing music that focuses and talks about their issues, their local issues. And they're doing documentaries, very good work. They're doing even pictures. So you go take pictures, they narrate their stories through pictures, they narrate their stories through documentary films. Art has got so much power that we can just use it to talk about sex, talk about the girls, talk about the beer. It becomes useless because then those are just destructive forces that have destroyed our societies for too long.
Dando tunapiga njaa backshot idol kama umeshamaliza wax jo talent ni asset akunaga kurelax jo by order by force tuko kwa safari tuna pull up my socks focus iko kwenye line hatu dose bed sheets tumeshapasua hatu dose
Dandora love is the city of the brave and hip-hop disciples.
And then we opened a space called the Lemon Creative Center. So the Lemon Creative Center is a space similar like Dandora Hip Hop City where creatives would come and manifest and share their stories. And our focus is inequality, climate change, environmental issues and all that. And because we're just starting as a Lemony, we're just starting, we would obviously want to learn and exchange notes and ideas with Dandora Hip Hop City.